is there a world when Wemby's the best player in the league?
If there's not, I'll be astounded. If he's not, I'll be
sure.
Chill.
Because
in
4 years, I assume Jokic slows down.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Luka might be the only one that's I don't want to underrate any of the other young guys. I don't want to disrespect nobody,
Luka,
but I think he got to do.
And those are like
he gonna pass those guys. He's gonna pass. Yeah, and I don't know how much better Ant's gonna get. You know what I'm saying? I think Ant's only gonna get better at decision making. You know what I mean? Decision making, getting smarter, and being a leader, stuff like that. I think that's where Ant's gonna improve. So Luka can improve if he starts playing defense. And you know what I'm saying? Wemby is gonna be the best player in the league. He's going to.
He came into the league at 209, by the way. So before his rookie year, he was 209.
To me, the only question is it's only Luka and potentially some of these younger guys where you got Cooper Flag if he's able to just come in the league and be what he's supposed to be.
Right.
Maybe AJ. Those are the only, to me, that's the only people that can contend with Wemby in the future being the best player in the NBA.
Sure. So we're looking at the best player in the league plus the best defensive player in the league. That's what we're looking at.
Well, that's what
makes him the best player in the league.
Yeah. But see, there's but we have guys that, like, I think Joker's the best player in the league. I don't think he's the best defensive player in the game. So
yeah, but Wemby won't be the best offensive and defensive player. He's going to be the best player in the league, but a large part of it will be because he's the best defender. Jokic is the best player because he's the best offensive player in the league. And he's, I'll say, adequate enough on defense so people don't get mad at me. Adequate enough on defense that his offense alone can make him the best. Giannis's case was he was a top 5 defender in the league, just so no one gets mad. Top 5 defender in the league and one of the best offensive players in the league. The Embiid's case is a top 10 offensive and defensive player in the league. I'm not saying he's the best player. I'm just saying that's his case. And Luka's case is he's the best offensive player in the league. And although he's not a good defender, his offense makes up for it. Wemby's case will be I'm the best defender in the league and maybe a top 10 offensive player in the league. That's his case. He's not going to be the best offensive and defensive player in the league. I don't think that plays.
Oh no, Mark.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
if he does that, then he's the best player ever. Like
when he gains some weight, when he gets a little, maybe not a bunch of weight, like I said, but he gets stronger, he can turn into a demon on that block. And the way he shoots the ball, he pull up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm not willing to just take that off the table.
I'm really not, Ox, because first of all, he's going to get better as a long ball shooter. One of the things that's really going to help his game is his ability to screen, because with his ability to screen, now he's going to be better in the pick and pop. He's going to be better in the pick and dive, way better in that. We already seen him stretch the defense with the long ball. I still got to see him pass the ball. I don't think he'll ever be Joker good, but if he's good enough where he keeps defenses honest as a passer, Mars, if we're talking about a guy who can possibly be a top 10, maybe even a top 8, top 7 offensive player, plus the best defensive player in the game, I think that's pretty impressive. I do think that's pretty impressive. The issue that
Giannis and Embiid are.
But the difference, the issue that I'm having with this is I feel like we're turning him into that already when I don't think he's there yet. That's same thing with him on the defensive side of the basketball. I feel like we're turning him into that when he's not there yet. Wemby still doesn't, as good as he is as a defender, as good as he is as a rim protector, he could be a better rebounder. He still doesn't understand coverages, not as well as he's going to. And I think this stuff is going to improve. I just don't want to turn this dude into something that he's not yet, even though I think he's going to be that.
I don't think he knows what he's doing like that yet.
Right.
I think he's based mostly on athleticism, size, and just playing. You know what I mean? Just playing and just doing his thing. Now I don't think he's like a low IQ player. I'm not going to call him dumb. I just think he's still getting there. So with his skill set, with his capabilities, I think it's going to be easier for him to learn how to play good defense. Because I honestly don't think he's a great defender. I just think he's just big as hell. He can get to spots, block shots. I think he will be, but I think he will be though. It's when you because you can see he wants to play defense. He's trying to play defense. So now I think he's gonna learn angles and learn how to beat people to spots and learn. And I think Marge, you were saying something about one of the guys. I remember, like, I was like, yo, that is such a good point. Like, I just keep like Mars been here before. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that we can see somebody's blocks go down because they're actually playing better defense, it's real. Yeah. Like it's real. That when I beat you to a spot, you're not going to shoot. You know what I mean? Typically, I know for a fact I've let guys go by me just so I can I'm smacking that. You know what I mean? So like I think Wemby does that too, but that's bad defense. You know what I mean? And so I think he's gonna get away from doing stuff like that, and also having better defenders around him is gonna help him play defense as well. So I think we are looking at eventually the best defender in the game and potentially the best offensive player in the game too.
Yep.
Fellas, I'm gonna play this video by D'Angelo Russell. This is where this whole thing was sparked from. Let me know if y'all can hear this. Want to make sure that you guys can hear it. All right, here we go.
Hey, listen, league in a good place.
It's in a good hands. Wemby. I told niggas he should have been rookie of the year, defensive player, most improved, all NBA, slick MVP. Like for real, bro. Like he gonna do some shit.
No fucking reason.
He gonna do some shit.
He shouldn't have been defensive player of the year.
I agree with you 100%.
I don't give a fuck what nobody says.
100%.
There's zero reason he should. People were scared to shoot the ball on them motherfuckers.
Yeah, 105 fast breaks was shooting jumpers.
They was running out to the 3-point line.
I don't know how Rudy
like
got it again, but I agree.
105.
I can't wait to float Wemby. Hey, just tell me I can't wait to dunk him. I can't wait to float your big ass. I saw what you said. Look at that. He's a little clever.
So he was essentially saying that Wemby will be that, not that he was that.
Well, the rookie of the year stuff, he's saying he was, but the other stuff is like he's that good. But what makes someone a great defender if both of you guys are saying Wemby's not a great defender yet? What makes you a great defender?
IQ.
Go ahead, Chip.
IQ, your ability to decipher offenses, your ability to rebound, your ability not to foul, knowing when to block shots, not just when to block shots, how you affect defenses just in the paint, on the perimeter, how you affect offenses overall. Those are just a few things that I think in terms of a defender makes you a great defender. How your teammates play off of you as a defender, how much better they are because of you as a defender. I think that those are some of the things that make you a great defender.
So I think I'm more so nitpicking. I think I'm nitpicking with the just relying on the ability to block the shot instead of actually stopping the play, stopping the driver. I think I'm nitpicking on that a little bit, but more so and this is why I'm definitely nitpicking. It's because I'm judging where he is now to where I think he's gonna be in 2-3 years. Like I think he's gonna be a much better defender than he is. So maybe I'm saying he's not a great defender because I think he has little things he can tweak to become better. So that might be unfair. I think I might be unfair, but I'm just basing it on that.
I don't think you are though, Ox, because I think Wemby is the big kid in the yard. That's who he is. Like he's the big kid in the yard that doesn't really know his own strength yet until he actually gets around other big kids and then understands, all right, I can't do this. I can't push this guy over. I can't run through this guy, but I can still dominate in a smarter way. And when I think about how good Wemby can be, as opposed to what he is now, Mars, you brought up a really interesting point where you told me that the year Shaq led the league in rebounding in 2000 at 14, that wasn't even Shaq at his best as a rebounder. He was better earlier, but when I say he was better earlier not too much earlier, because he did understand how to rebound, as opposed to like in year 2 when he's averaging 14 rebounds, he still doesn't understand how to rebound at an elite level yet. He's just a big kid in the yard with a bunch of small kids, and I'm just bigger, faster, and stronger than everybody. Once he actually learned how to do that, he got way better at it.
Chill, my man. You always do this. It's usually in the past, but now you're doing it in the future. You're knocking Wemby currently because he's not as good as he's going to be. We can't name 3 better defenders in the NBA than Wemby.
I think I could, but I get it.
I'm sure
whether he's as smart as whether he's not as smart as he could be, or not as smart as he's gonna be, whether he's not as anticipatory as he's going to be, whether he doesn't have the IQ, whether he doesn't have the strength, he's still in an elite class right now. He was good enough to win the Defensive Player of the Year, and he had a horse in that race. But chill, you also do this with LeBron James. Because LeBron isn't what he used to be, you won't give him enough credit for how good he is right now.
Here's why, Ron.
I don't want to turn this into a LeBron James conversation.
No, but Ron, I'm with you. Me and you, we seeing like this right now.
And I understand that. And the reason why, okay, so I want to stay on Wemby, but the reason why with James is because of what he used to be. That's what he's compared to. Same logic with Wemby. We're talking about Wemby and what he's going to be. What he is today isn't what he's going to be. He's going to, I feel like in 4 years, I think 3-4 years from now, he's going to be a much better defender than what he is right now. And then we're going to look back on him in year 2 as opposed to what he is in year 6 and be like, damn, how much better is he? And we're not going to compare him in year 2 that we do in year 6. And then when he gets to year 9 or year 10, we're not going to talk about him as much. So I'm comparing these guys. I'm comparing James to what he used to be. And I can't compare him to what he is now to that. I can't do, and the same logic moves with Wemby, where I can't compare him today, a guy who just finished his rookie season, to what he's going to be in like year 6. This is barring injury.
What if he gets worse though?
But why?
We're talking about him getting better. What if he gets worse?
Why are we comparing them to themselves when we're talking about their standing in the league? If Wemby's not a great defender, in your opinion, it shouldn't be because he's going to get better. It should be because there's other guys in the league who are better than him. So who are the great defenders in the league and why are they better than Wemby?
So the great defenders in the league. So Bam, Evan Mobley, Alex Caruso, Anthony Davis, Rudy Gobert,
Jaden, Herb.
Jaden, Herb. Drew, did I say Drew Holiday? I don't know if I brought Drew Holiday. Yeah, Drew Holiday. So one of the main reasons why I feel like, for example, let's say Anthony Davis. He's a better defender off the strength that, one, he's been around longer. He understands coverages better. He's a better rebounder. He's a better rim protector. Off the strength that he's been around longer and he understands the game better. Wemby is doing what he's doing strictly off the strength that I'm just bigger, faster, and stronger than a lot of other people right now. I can't put him in the same category with Anthony Davis yet because I don't feel like he's reached that level where he's that good. I do think that he's going to be there at some point. And I think he's going to stay there. I just don't think that he's there yet. And that's because, not just because of his ability yet, but because of what he knows as a player. I think he's going to learn that later on.
It's the player choice way. Yeah, them boys don't get it started. The player choice way. Yeah, the player choice way. Come and switch lanes into the player choice way.